People might say the famous nursery rhyme, "Oh Keir, what can the matter be?" Well, it's all exploding and truly kicking off right now over here in the United Kingdom. As ever, let me explain. This picture really says 1,000 words, doesn't it? There we have the very little seen, of course, Lady Starmer alongside her husband at the time budding to become the latest British Prime Minister. One that is now so badly derided and seemingly quite loathed, it's hard to say exactly where he is on the Richter scale of polls. He's slid down that badly. Of course, all of it's his own fault, whichever way you look at it, snatching away the winter fuel allowance just as the cold snap steps in, but promising everything. But then, of course, regaining on it and saying, no, we're not going to do that, but then you do, that sort of thing. And then on top of that, we have the most embarrassing level of ministers behind him, the likes of Angela Rayner, the Deputy Prime Minister, and of course David Lammy, our current Foreign Secretary, all being less than disingenuous to, of course, the latest President of the United States, Donald Trump. You see how this works. But this was a lighter moment. This was a moment that was supposedly going to set him in with the Gen Z people, the people that, are young, wanted some ray of hope, and then they voted for him. The likes of Carol Vorderman, the failed TV host, basically, she kind of pushed and pushed and pushed, and now is away from the scene because, of course, she's under a lot of stress. One can imagine, right? That's where it gets even more annoying because Sir Keir Starmer had hoped, of course, to cement a good relationship with one of the world's biggest pop stars in Taylor Swift. But as I told you, she wasn't having any of those pictures. But now, all thanks to him, she believes that she's been dealt a very difficult blow to what she thought was her immense and worldwide popularity. You see, earlier this year on her Eras tour, she was lucky enough to meet and engage with the future king. That is, of course, the Prince of Wales, Prince William, alongside two of his beautiful children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, and this picture is delightful. She was riding on the crest of a wave, it couldn't have been bigger, and then she thought she was so powerful that she could come out on Instagram and then back the now, possibly the wrong horse with Kamala Harris. Now, here's where it gets even worse because you see, according to the team, as ever allegedly from Taylor Swift camp, is the fact that she feels that Keir Starmer, the government, everything surrounding the free tickets associated with her brand, her concerts, really besmirched her popularity, not just here in the United Kingdom, but truly around the world. Nobody came forward to defend her, to basically say, we didn't request the tickets from Taylor herself, they came thanks to Lucian Grange, the head of her music label Universal. And now, this is where, as I often say here on the show, why you should never get involved in politics. You see, now she's in a real fine old mess because obviously 50% of her audience have decided to walk, disengage and delete, as it were, from Taylor's mega fan base. Now the problem is that she's not alone. You've got Madonna at 66 basically showing a picture of her eating a sort of pie all about poisonous Trump, etc. Madonna still believes it's 1983 singing Holiday and she's an all-powerful pop star. Not a 66-year-old pensioner that doesn't really have much sway with people who are not multi-billionaires. Taylor Swift is learning the hard way that it's best to keep quiet, not get pictured with anybody unless, of course, it's advantageous. And there is never an advantageous moment with a politician because 1 minute they're in and 1 minute they're out. And that's exactly what Taylor, Madonna and all of the rest of those celebrity endorsers are simply finding out. Neil Shawn in the very heart of London.